Japan is one of the most advanced countries on Earth. It is famous for bullet trains, futuristic robots, cutting-edge technology, world-class companies, and some of the safest cities in the world. From anime and video games to Toyota, Sony, and Nintendo, Japan has influenced millions of people across the globe. But behind this image of innovation lies a crisis so serious that many experts believe it could reshape the country's future forever. Every year, Japan's population gets smaller. Entire villages are disappearing, schools are closing because there are not enough children, and abandoned houses are spreading across the country. The question is simple but alarming. Why is one of the world's richest nations slowly disappearing? The answer begins with Japan's population. For decades, the country has had one of the lowest birth rates in the world. On average, Japanese families are having far fewer children than needed to replace the population. At the same time, people are living longer than ever thanks to excellent healthcare and high living standards. This means the number of elderly citizens continues to grow while the number of young workers keeps shrinking. Today, millions of Japanese citizens are over the age of 65, making Japan one of the oldest societies in human history. This imbalance creates challenges that affect almost every part of daily life. Businesses struggle to find employees, hospitals need more healthcare workers, and the government must spend increasing amounts of money on pensions and elderly care. In many rural areas, young people move to large cities like Tokyo and Osaka in search of better jobs, leaving behind towns where only elderly residents remain. As the years pass, many of these communities slowly disappear. Thousands of homes now sit empty across Japan. These abandoned properties, known as ikiya, can sometimes be purchased for surprisingly low prices, yet many still remain unsold because few people want to live in remote areas with limited opportunities. Another reason behind Japan's declining population is the rising cost of modern life. Housing, education, childcare, and daily expenses have become increasingly expensive, making many young couples delay marriage or decide not to have children at all. Long working hours also play a major role. Japan is known for its strong work culture, where employees often spend long days at the office, leaving little time for family life. In some cases, the pressure becomes so intense that people choose careers over relationships, further reducing birth rates. The effects of this demographic crisis are already visible across the country. Some schools have merged because there are too few students. Small businesses struggle to stay open, and local governments are searching for ways to attract new residents. Even industries like agriculture and construction face worker shortages that could slow economic growth. To solve these problems, Japan has invested heavily in automation and robotics. Restaurants use robotic assistants, factories rely on advanced machines, and researchers continue developing artificial intelligence to perform tasks once done by humans. While technology helps reduce labor shortages, it cannot completely replace the social and economic benefits of a growing population. The Japanese government has also introduced financial support for families, childcare assistance, and housing incentives to encourage people to have more children. However, despite these efforts, birth rates remain historically low. Immigration could provide another solution, but Japan has traditionally maintained strict immigration policies compared to many other developed nations. As a result, population decline continues year after year. What makes Japan's situation especially important is that it may represent the future of many other countries. Nations such as South Korea, Italy, Spain, Germany, and even parts of China are experiencing similar demographic trends. Falling birth rates and aging populations are becoming global challenges that could reshape economies, healthcare systems, and societies during the coming decades. Japan is simply experiencing these changes earlier and more rapidly than most. Yet despite these challenges, Japan remains one of the world's most remarkable countries. Its people continue to innovate, adapt, and search for solutions to problems no previous generation has faced. The story of Japan is no longer just about technology or economic success. It is about how an advanced society responds when its greatest challenge is not war, disaster, or recession, but the gradual disappearance of its own population. The decisions Japan makes today may become lessons for the entire world tomorrow. If you enjoy documentaries that explore global issues, history, science, and the future of our world, subscribe to Ice Emperor, where every story reveals the hidden forces shaping our planet.